genetic test known as exome sequencing or genome sequencing has been recommended for you or your child. This video will provide information on these two tests, including what they are, why the test was recommended, and how the test might help. It will also explain how the test works, the kind of information the test may provide, and other important information to help you decide whether it's right for you or your child. Exome and genome sequencing are two comprehensive genetic tests that look at DNA and genes to find changes that may explain the medical symptoms. Our bodies use information found in our DNA and genes to guide how we develop, grow, and function. Although we have nearly 20,000 genes, we currently only know about 5,000 genes which cause disease. While we all have many changes, which we call variants, in our DNA and genes, most changes are harmless and result in us being different from each other. However, a small number of DNA changes can be harmful and cause the body to not develop, grow, or function properly, resulting in a medical condition. Exome and genome sequencing look at nearly all of the genes we know cause disease to find a change in a single gene that may explain the current medical symptoms. Genome additionally looks at regulatory regions of genes and some DNA structural changes. Not all insurances cover these tests. Your medical team will determine whether exome or genome is most appropriate. Both positive and negative results can help doctors and families guide medical and other important decisions. It is important to know that exome and genome technology can't look at all genes and can't identify all types of genetic changes. So, how does it work? If you consent to the test, DNA samples are collected. If the patient is a child, samples from biological parents are sometimes collected. Analyzing the child and biological parent samples at the same time is an important and unique aspect of exome and genome sequencing. We understand biological parents are not always available or willing to provide a sample. Furthermore, some insurance providers do not allow analysis of parental samples. Blood is the preferred sample, but saliva or cheek cells can sometimes be used. It is important that family genetic relationships are correctly stated. Undisclosed adoption or uncertain paternity can impact results. The DNA is then analyzed. Typically, final results return in 5 to 6 weeks. However, this may vary depending on the test and lab used. Ask your medical team when to expect results. When results are available, your medical team will discuss them with you and make a medical plan. There are several different kinds of results for exome and genome sequencing, and they fall into two broad categories: results that are related to the reason for testing and the symptoms that are currently seen, and results that are not related to the symptoms. The three possible results that are related to the symptoms are negative, positive, or uncertain. A negative result means no variants were found that explain the symptoms. This could be because the symptoms do not have a single genetic cause, or because there is a genetic variant the test could not identify. Remember, these tests do not look at every gene and cannot detect all types of variants. We do not fully understand the genetic causes of all conditions. With a negative test result, there may still be a genetic cause for the symptoms. A positive result means a variant was detected that is thought to be the cause of the symptoms. Sometimes, but not always, additional information, such as what to expect over the life course and medical treatment options, are available. Positive results may have implications to other family members, including parents, siblings, and children. Sometimes a positive result can reveal the devastating news that symptoms will get worse or that the lifespan may be shorter. An uncertain test result means a variant was detected, but it is unclear whether it is the cause of the symptoms. These variants are known as variants of uncertain significance, or VUS. People who have exome or genome sequencing often receive one or more VUS results. In most cases, a diagnosis is not made or ruled out with an uncertain result. Whether the test result is positive, negative, or uncertain, it may still inform medical and other decisions. Exome and genome sequencing may also yield results that are not related to the symptoms. One example is known as the ACMG secondary findings. If you elect, the lab will analyze a specific set of genes known as the ACMG secondary finding genes. Mutations in these genes are known to cause or predispose a person to develop a treatable or preventable genetic condition, many of which occur in adulthood. Examples of these conditions include specific inherited cancer syndromes and heart conditions associated with sudden death. Some people believe the ACMG secondary findings could be valuable. Others believe this information is stressful and do not want to know, especially in cases where a child is being tested. It is your choice to receive or not receive ACMG secondary findings. Exome and genome sequencing may also yield incidental or unexpected findings. An incidental finding is a result that is unrelated to the current symptoms but may have health or medical implications. Finally, when biological parent samples are simultaneously tested, these tests may reveal that parents are related to each other, such as being second cousins or non-paternity. People experience many thoughts and feelings when learning the results of exome or genome sequencing. They may feel guilt, blame, anxiety, but they also may feel hope and relief and other feelings. If you have questions or concerns about discrimination based on genetic information, please see the Medline Plus website to learn more about the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act, or GINA. GINA is a law which protects against discrimination in the workplace and with health insurance. GINA does not protect people from genetic discrimination in every circumstance. For example, GINA does not apply to members of the U.S. military or when an employer has fewer than 15 employers. It also does not apply with certain forms of insurance other than health insurance, such as life, disability, or long-term care. Talk to your medical team if you have concerns about genetic discrimination. For some, the decision to proceed with exome or genome sequencing is a complex and overwhelming decision. Some are hopeful for the information they may find. Some fear the possibility of learning bad news. Others are torn over the decision because of religious or cultural beliefs. Your medical team can help you think it through.